If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, House on the Road subscribers and followers. Okay, today is Easy 5 Friday, and I'm getting more accustomed to saying it. Easy 5 Friday, which means we do a countdown to 5 topics, or a topic, and break it down into five subjects. So today's 5, Easy 5 Friday. Today's 5 is 5 questions you should ask before living in a pop-up camper. So let's just get right into it. Number 1. Can you spend an enormous amount of time with your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case is, and you really need to think about that. You know, Carolyn and I are kind of in a new relationship. You know, we've been in our relationship 2.5 years, and you know, and all of that time, we worked, 70, 60, 70, and in one case, 96 hours in a week. So, we weren't right in each other's space all the time. So one of the questions you need to ask is, can I spend that much time with my spouse, my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever? So, I guess it wasn't a question that I asked myself, but before we did it, I did feel like that Carolyn and I could spend that much time together, and we would figure out how to work around each other so we weren't, bumping heads and fighting all the time. Okay, number 2. And this one, not a big deal. To me, it wasn't a big deal, but I have heard people think that it would be a big deal, so I'll just go ahead and point it out. Can you shower in a tent or use a restroom in a tent, a shower tent? And now, of course, this is specific to a small pop-up. I don't know about the bigger pop-ups. They may have a toilet and a shower, or you may have the room to build one into your camper. But, I guess it's not a big deal, but it's a question you need to ask yourself. When you're showering in a tent, again, it's not a big deal, but when you think about having to do it for the rest of your life, or at least until your health deteriorates, it's an interesting question. You don't have instant hot, cold water. You got to heat the water up. You got to, get into the shower. Of course, when you get into the shower, you have to undress in the shower. It's not like you're in a bathroom where you got plenty of room to undress and you can put your clothes wherever in the hamper or something. No, you got to put your dirty clothes outside the tent, but you got to make sure that you don't open the tent door up. So just ask yourself: are you prepared to take your shower in a tent for the rest of your healthy life, or for as long as you intend to do it? Again, I don't think that one's a big one, but it is one that you should definitely ask. And if you can't, then you may want to consider, if you're going to want to do this anyways, you're going to want to consider doing something that you are comfortable with. Number 3, can you make minor repairs to your camper? May not be a huge issue, but you're going to want, every now and then things are going to break, and you're not going to want to have to, hire a handyman or break down your camper and take it into the mechanic or into Camper World or wherever you're going to have to take it to get it fixed. So what I would suggest is, if you're going to do this, try to understand the components of your camper. I had one lady say, well, when I did a video on, repairing your camper, and I'll put that link right up here. I had one lady, I thought she was a little offended by the fact that I would suggest that I knew everything there was to know about my camper, or something to that effect. She said to me that, well, I don't know what I understand that when you're good with DIYs, but she said I would never be able to do it. Well, my suggestion to you there is, if you're going to do it, you're going to want to learn your camper. Somehow or another, you're going to want to learn and try to understand it as best you can. So you can just do minor repairs. And when I say minor repairs, so one example I have is my cabinet started to separate. And I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I just had to get it to hold in place. So, you know, I had to buy a bracket and screwed it in, and voila, it's fixed. It's not a serious repair, but I had to repair it. Now, in the video you're seeing here, the trailer jack broke on the camper, and I had to go buy a new one. Of course, it doesn't line up, so I'm going to have to wait until I get a grinder and a drill, and I'm going to have to line up the holes and drill holes and all that stuff. But, you know, I'm going to have to fix it. Now, do I want to pack up my camper, take it to a handyman, or have a handyman come out and fix it? I don't think so. I'm not suggesting that everybody knows how to do everything, because on this case, I don't have a drill and a grinder. I'm going to have to wait to get one. So, but I don't think it's worth packing up and taking it to a handyman. So again, I think you're going to need to learn to do some repairs to your camper, and at least understand your camper. Number 4, do you love wildlife and nature? Well, here you see a deer, and in a few seconds I'm going to show you some turkey. And these guys just showed up on our campsite, and they let us record them, and it was great. Here you're going to see some footage of the Blue Ridge Mountain Range, and some footage of a little beach that we found in Florida called Wakulla Beach. One of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to love nature. It is, in my opinion, the reason we're out here. So, you know, especially in these remote, free camping sites, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. You better love nature. Number 5, are you ready for the time of your life? I have heard people say that they can see the stress has rolled off of me in these videos. That when I was working, I was so stressed and so wound up that I just never breathed. And I just never took a breath. I never took time for myself. But I can absolutely understand what they're saying. This has been a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't ever trade it for the world. I want to be able to do this for as long as I can do this. And it is raining again, and I still want to do it. So be ready to have the time of your life. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. Happy travels.